So last week we were talking about the characteristic of good meditator, including the faith. You must have faith in your meditation practice, in your meditation teacher, and the technique that you use. And you must have health, which is good health. Okay, exercise, rest. Yeah, make sure you're taking care of your physical body. Do some yoga and some straight up, then it can help you meditate better in a long run. And you also have to be honest with your inner experience, with your meditation experience, when it's time to share your experience or ask the question with your meditation teacher. And perseverance also important. It's a journey. It's a self-discipline that need to be developed on a daily basis. Okay, meditate today 10 minutes and meditate again next week 10 minutes. It doesn't work like that. Instead of doing that 10 minutes every week, why don't you do it 5 minutes every day? Then you see a big difference. The last one is about reflection, is about wisdom. Understand the technique that you use fully. Make a note. Okay, observe your experience, what went well today, what went wrong today, and then fix it for the next session. So by apply all five of these characteristics, it help you to meditate better. Okay, and tomorrow I believe is we are approaching the Valentine's festival. I don't know if this meaning anything to you, but in the eyes of Buddhism, the Buddha mentioned long time ago. He said there is no love surpasses self-love. That means we love ourselves the most. Everything we do at the end of the day, we want to be happy. We go to school, we try to work hard in the company, climb the corporate ladder, wanting to be more success because we want to be happy. I think that's the bottom line of everything we do in our life. Self-love is different from selfish. Self-love is doesn't mean we're selfish. We don't care about the world. We don't care about anything. We just want to make ourselves happy. No, that is not what I mean. Self-love means the love of oneself to make sure that your body, speech, and mind is pure. When your body, speech, and mind is pure, your thinking is pure, then you will be a good person. You will not be a harmful person. You will have more loving kindness, more understanding toward people around you, toward the world. The way you see the world will be different because you seem to understand the nature of yourself, that you don't want to be harmed and that people don't want to be hurt as well. So things like that. This is called the love of oneself. And this is something we need to help each other to develop that quality, to have the right understanding about the self-love and to grow the love of oneself together. Meditation is one way to help us to understand the meaning of the true love of oneself, because when you bring the mind back, when the mind back to the body and you allow the mind to be still, okay, as the mind become more still, then you start seeing things much clearer than the turbulent mind. You see things the way they are. You have more understanding. You understand yourself more. When you understand yourself more, then you understand others more. So in this 1 hour, we usually spend the first 25 minutes meditating together, and then another 15 to 20 minutes I will share with you some wisdom talk, something that I prepare that hope to help you to meditate better. So whether you are new to this channel, new to meditation, or you are regular participant, or maybe you consider yourself an advanced meditator, it doesn't really matter. This is the space for you. You can practice on your own pace. You can use the technique that you've been using if you feel comfortable, or if you're completely new, you can follow my guided meditation. Just take it easy, sit back and relax. Because meditation is synonymous to the word happiness, and that's how I look at it. When we meditate, we we're looking for an inner happiness, inner peace inside our mind. But in order to get that experience, again, we need to understand the basic principle, which I always emphasize before we meditate. Make sure you sit comfortably. Physical relaxation is one key factor to help us to have good meditation. And the second factor is about consciousness. You make sure you balance 50% of your physical relaxation and another 50% of consciousness. If too much relaxed, you may fall asleep. If too much conscious, you get stressed. How do you get stressed? Sometimes you have a physical tightness. Okay, you may have stress around your eye, in the middle of your eyebrow. Maybe you try to see something when you meditate, and that's telling you that you may be too much on the consciousness or focus. So relax that, come back to this principle, to keep on checking yourself. Am I relaxed? Am I conscious? Or am I too much conscious? No relax. Okay. Or too much relaxed? No focus. So this is an art. Okay. When you meditate, you keep this information in mind. Whatever technique you use, keep this in mind. It helps you to meditate better. So I hope everyone is ready for the meditation session. Okay, so wherever you are, make sure you sit comfortably. Whether you are sitting on the floor or sitting on the chair, on the sofa, get yourself settled at the beginning. Find the very most comfortable sitting position for yourself, because we will spend the next 15 to 20 minutes meditating together. Softly and gently close your eyes, the same way you close your eyes when you go to sleep. Slowly bring your attention back to your body, aware of your physical sensation from the top of your head all the way down to the tip of your toes. Slowly take a few good deep breaths, breathing in deeply. Fill your lungs fully with the fresh air around you. And breathe out slowly. Breathe in deeply and breathe out slowly. Just notice how your body feels at the moment, how your mind feels at the moment. And slowly invite your attention or your mind back to your breath, back to your body. Feel your chest is rising as you inhale and falling back down as you exhale. Feel the air pass through your nostril, down to your throat, past your chest, all the way up to your belly. And when you exhale away all of your heat and discomfort feelings. Allow yourself to be at the present moment, physically, mentally, and spiritually. By keep your attention with your breath, with your physical sensation. Just take a moment here. Slowly shift your attention to the top of your head and take a moment to relax the muscle around your head and your face. Loosen the muscle around your forehead, your eyebrows, eye socket. Soften the muscle around your cheeks, your nose, your lips, your chin, and your jaw. Gradually shift your attention downward to your throat, both of your shoulders. Relax the muscle around your arms, your palms, and your fingers. There is no need to rush ourselves to focus or to calm the mind down. We want to make sure that our physical body is fully relaxed. And this is a good habit for all us to practice every time you meditate. Because when the body is fully relaxed, it's not so difficult to relax the mind. So take a moment to reflect on our physical body, to make sure we sit comfortably, to make sure there is no stress or tension, stiffness or tightness remain in any part of our body. Relax the muscle around your back, your lower back, and your spine. Sit with your body erect, both of your hands or your palms placed softly on your lap. Feel the relaxation go all the way down to your bottom, both of your thigh, down to your knees, your forelegs, and to the bottom of your feet, and to the tip of your toes. Feel the ground support beneath your bottom, beneath your feet. Feel that your clothes touch against your skin. Feel the sensation of your whole physical body at the moment. How the body feel, how the mind feel. Whatever feeling you have at the moment, it's completely okay. Just making sure that you bring your attention back to your breath, back to your body fully. As your body becomes more and more relaxed, you maybe notice that your mind have less and less thought. Our mind become lighter and lighter as the body become calmer and calmer. Notice that your belly is expanding as you inhale and contracting back as you exhale. Feel the center of your physical body. Feel the sensation of your own physical body. Just observe and aware of what's happening in the body and what's happening in our mind. Now envision that you are now sitting alone, the place where you feel very safe and secure, where you feel very comfortable to be alone, where no one and nothing can disturb you, where you can be with yourself physically and mentally fully. Feel the quietness of the place that you are sitting, the freshness of the air that you are breathing. You may hear the sound of the nature, the winds, the smell of the flowers. Just take a moment. Let go all of your worry and anxieties. Anything that related to your work, your business, your study, whatsoever. Allow your mind to be free from all attachment, all responsibilities. This is the time that you deserve at the end of the day. A little vacation to bring your mind back to yourself, to allow our mind to rest fully. It's time for us to nurture our mind and to regain inner strength, to purify our mind from all mental impurities and the negativity that we are encounter throughout the day. And the way for us to cleanse the mind It's just by simply allow the mind to be still inside the body without making any judgment, any analyze. Just simply allow the mind to be back to this physical body and to rest inside the body at the place where you feel most comfortable. You can rest the mind wherever you like and however you like inside the body. Softly and gently allow the mind to slowly rest back into the body, to the center of the body, or to the place where you feel easy and comfortable. Maintain the stillness of the mind with relaxation on one side and consciousness on the other side. And continue to be a good observer. We're just going to observe how the body feel, how the mind feel, and then bring the mind back to the place where we feel comfortable in the body and maintain the feeling of being relaxed and consciousness for as long as we can, for as continuously as we can. Just take a moment here. If your mind get distracted by thought, worry, just simply acknowledge it. Understand the nature of the mind. Stay relaxed and bring the mind back to the body, to your meditation object, and start over again. No need to feel agitated or get cranky or try to stop the mind from thinking. Instead of doing that, learn how to be friend with the thought. Learn how to be friend with whatever happened when you close your eyes. If the mind attention move, understand it, acknowledge it, and bring it back over and over. And eventually, the mind will become more and more still, more and more relaxed. So still the mind inside the body, maintain the feeling of being relaxed, being let go, being content, and being conscious. Stay calm, stay relaxed, stay content. Just checking in your mind, how the mind feel at the moment, how your body feel at the moment, how relaxed of your body at the moment. As we come closer to the end of our session, slowly bring your mind back to the body, back to the room, back to the present moment. Give yourself a moment to reflect on your inner experience. Give yourself a moment to appreciate, to feel gratitude of today meditation, of the time that you give back to yourself. Cherish your mind with happiness and joy. Cultivate the inner peace inside your mind and allow that feelings to pass through every single cell in your body. allowing you feel fresh, feel relaxed, and rejuvenate. Now let's take a few good deep breaths before we finish by slowly breathe in and slowly breathe out while keeping your mind still inside as you breathe. Notice how relaxed your body is becoming, how relaxed of your mind at the end of your meditation. And whenever you are ready, you may slowly, softly open up your eyes. I hope that 20 to 25 minutes we meditating together in silence. Hope you find some inner peace inside yourself and notice that the feeling when your mind becomes still. This is called inner happiness. Okay, I think at the end of the day, we should find a way to cultivate or develop this feeling before we go to bed, before we take a rest, to let go everything that happened all day long, to cleanse the mind and bring the mind back. It's like you empty the garbage bin. Okay, our mind collect all the negative thought, negative activity all day long, and now meditation help us to kind of cleanse the mind and empty the mind from those garbage. We usually take the garbage in more than we bring the garbage out. Okay, we intake more than we outtake, and here is the time for us to take good care of ourselves and our mind by reflect on what happened during the day, learn how to let go, learn how to forgive, and learn how to forget. Okay, and that's help us to go to bed much better. So it take only 5-10 minutes just to calm the mind down. I think everyone should have that time for your own self. If you love yourself, you should find time to meditate, and you should meditate on a daily basis, just like you exercise or you eat. Okay, you maintain physical strength. Okay, I believe everyone know how to do that. Eat good food, exercise, rest. And how many people know that the mind need to be taken care of as well, and how to take good care of the mind? Meditation is the tool. It doesn't cost anything. You can practice anywhere, whenever you have time, or including any technique that you feel comfortable. Okay, all right. So tonight I prepare some information for you. Hope that this information will help you to meditate better. So as you join our session every week, you will learn something new about meditation technique, about the tip that help you to meditate better. And as we go along for 1 year from now on, okay, I believe we're gonna have a chance to learn a lot of wisdom that can help us not only in terms of help us to meditate better, but also help us to live life better. We will learn the wisdom from the Buddhist text, the wisdom from the Buddhist principle, and I believe all of this will put together in a simple and short lecture like this at the end of the session. Every session that we meet on every Saturday. Hope that you can take something out of this, sharing and put into practice until we meet again, and then you can share with me what have you been practicing with everything that you learned so far. Okay, so tonight we will touch on the topic of the loving kindness. All right, so let's take a look together. When you hear the word loving kindness, what comes to your mind? I don't know, what comes to your mind, but when I hear the word loving kindness, I think of my mom. I think of my dad, because that kind of love is the pure love, is the unconditioning love. When I think of my mom, I can feel that person loved me unconditionally. She always have a good intention. She always wants to take good care of me without expecting anything in return. And that's how I see loving kindness. And she is ready to forgive if any mistake I did, anything wrong I did. She always standing by and ready to forgive me and to love me again. every time I think of the word loving kindness, the first person who show up in my mind is the face of my mom. So I don't know, you can reflect on this. All right, so the word loving kindness is the English vocabulary that get translated from the Pali terms called metta. Metta is a Pali word meaning loving kindness. And as you can see, there are some vocabulary that help us to understand the word loving kindness a little bit clearer. Universal love, goodwill, friendliness, benevolence, concord, or inoffensiveness. My favorite definition of loving kindness is unconditioning love. Okay, keep this sentence in mind. Unconditioning love is not just the love, because many kind of love we love with condition. When we love someone, we expect that person to love us back. If she doesn't love us back, then we are unhappy, and that is not loving kindness. Loving kindness has no condition. It's a pure love. It's a pure good intention toward oneself and toward others. This is the classic explanation of the word loving kindness mentioned in the Buddhist text. It says the strong wish for the welfare and happiness of others. This is how the monks practiced. When the monks share loving kindness, okay, we wish everyone's all being to be happy purely. Okay, it takes time to practice. Okay, including the people we know and the people we don't know. For people we know, we understand, we can share loving kindness to people we know, people we like. But when it's come to people we don't know and people we don't like, and that's quite challenge to give loving kindness, to offer the same level of loving kindness for someone we don't know and for someone we don't like, someone we have a problem with. So Buddhist practice of loving kindness, we go beyond that level. We go beyond that understanding. It's not just, oh, I love myself and I love my mom, my dad, and people in my family, but the rest of the world I don't care. Okay, so we with the practice of loving kindness, it helps us go beyond that feeling to understand ourselves and to understand people around us. Okay, and this is the benefit of loving kindness. When we practice loving kindness, you will go to bed much better. At the end of the day, before you go to bed, like I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of thoughts coming through our mind, a lot of conflict, a lot of misunderstanding happening during the day. This is a time for us to learn how to forgive, learn how to forget, and learn how to love ourselves. And at the same time, understand others. Perhaps you can share your loving kindness to others. So if you can do that, you will sleep much better. Okay, you sleep in comfort, you sleep at ease, and when you wake up, you will wake up fresh. You will wake up with a good mood. Okay, even though you may have a short sleep, like 4 hours, 5 hours, but if your mind is pure, has no anger, no hatred, no violence toward anyone in the world, you not only sleep in peace, but you will wake up fresh and happy. All right. And the third one is you tend to have less dream and the bad dream, because your mind is free from anger, free from hatred when you go to bed. You may be imagine that when before you go to bed, if you watch movie, let's say action movie, there was a gun, there was a fighting scene, there was a shooting, you see the blood, you see people screaming, and then you sleep with that picture. That was the last picture before you close your eye and go to bed. Sometimes that picture come into your subconscious mind, and it give you, it force you to dreams. You dream with something unwholesome, dream with violence, dream with the fighting in your dreams. And similarly to this, instead of watching the movie, you can sit back and give yourself 5-10 minutes to prepare your mind before you go to bed. Allow the mind to settle down, allow the mind to kind of forgive, okay, to let go, to understand, and to share loving kindness before you go to bed. And then you will see the big difference. You can sleep in peace, you will wake up, happier, and you have less dream as you continue practice sharing loving kindness and meditation before go to bed. You will be loved, okay, from people around you. People can feel that you have a good mind, you have a loving kindness mind. They can sense your happiness, from far away. They can see your smile, see the aura coming out from your face, from your body, from your gesture. This is come from inside. You cannot pretend that. And this is because you have been cultivate the practice or the meditate on loving kindness on a daily basis. When it's time for you to close your eyes, sit back and meditate, your mind will become still much faster because you have no anger, no hatred toward anyone. You have no bad thought toward anyone. You always, understand, you always forgive people who hurt you or people make a mistake. You ready to forgive basically. And when it go to your habit, it will be a habit of easy to forgive, easy to let go, habit of not getting cranky or agitated. And once it become habit, it's easy for the mind to be back and still be back to the body and still at the body when we meditate. So most people who have a good meditation, usually those people practice a lot of loving kindness and they don't have anything in their mind. They don't hold any hatred, anger toward anyone. Take that and maybe you can put into practice. Loving kindness is an antidote for anger. There is no other way around. You cannot destroy anger by anger. The only way we can overcome anger is through the practice of loving kindness. That's mentioned clearly by the Buddha himself 2500 years ago. Violence cannot stop violence. The only way we can stop violence is to step back and learn how to develop the loving kindness. So it's quite simple, but believe me, it's not easy. It takes time to practice. And here, how we share loving kindness when you meditate. Okay, there are 5 steps. So at the end of your meditation session, okay, sometimes I share loving kindness before I meditate because every time I share loving kindness, I feel good. I forgive myself, I forgive others. So when my mind is calm, then it's easy for the mind to be still when I close my eyes. So you can either do at the beginning of your meditation session, or you can share loving kindness at the end of the meditation session as well. Either one would work, no problem. But you start from yourself first. Okay, you cultivate the loving kindness for yourself. You can forgive people, that hurt your feeling. People say something bad, people make a mistake on you. You can forgive them, but make sure you forgive yourself as well. People tend to forget, to forgive oneself. This is important. We are human being. We can make a mistake, but when we make a mistake, we learn from that mistake. So forgive yourself, and then your mind can be free. Then you can let go, and the mind can come back, and then you can meditate better. So start sharing loving kindness to yourself. Make sure you forgive yourself, wish yourself well, wish yourself calm, wish yourself happy, and then share the same feeling to people that you have good feeling with, people in your family, mom and dad, kids, your family members, your friend and your relative, people okay, wish them well, wish them happy, wish them comfortable, wish them at peace. Okay? Just share loving kindness outwardly, just like you spread all the loving kindness to all direction. You think of the ice cube, radiate the coldness around the ice cube all direction. Similar to that, you radiate your feeling of love, of kindness to every people in your circle, people that you know. And the third level, okay, beyond that level, now people we're not very acquainted with, people we meet down the street, the lady that serve you at the restaurant, the waitress that serve you the coffee at the coffee shop, or the laundry people, or people who clean the car for you, people at the office, people you're not very familiar with, but you see them every day. You see them walk down the street, you say hello, but you not really know them. So share loving kindness to those people, okay, to see if you can offer the same level of loving kindness to people that you're not very acquainted with, but you kind of know them, see them regularly. And the fourth level, this is probably the most difficult level, to offer the same loving kindness, the same love to someone that you have difficulty with, to people that you have unresolved conflict with, people at work, people at the family, people at the communities. We always run into conflict, run into problem from time to time. But the question is, can you forgive? Can you forget? Can you share loving kindness to those people? If you can do that, I like to call you an advanced meditator. Because advanced meditator, their mind can come back to the body quickly, their mind can let go quickly, their mind can go deeper quickly, right the moment when they close their eye. And the reason they can do that, because there's nothing holding them up. There's no attachment, there's no worry, there's nothing. If the mind cling on nothing, The mind just come back to the center, just go deeper into when you meditate, the mind just ready to go deeper because it has nothing to cling on. The reason we cannot go deeper because we cling on what? Cling on conflict, cling on people we don't like, cling on something we don't want, cling on thing that doesn't go the way we want. And then the mind cannot come back to the center, cannot come back to the body, and cannot be still. You may spend like 15 minutes just try to let go one bad word that that person say to you today. It takes 15 minutes. Some people take 30 minutes. Some people take 1 week just to let go one bad word that someone say to you, someone shouted to you. See, it takes time. But if you meditate on loving kindness on a daily basis, 5 minutes every day at the end of your meditation, you will be noticed something had changed. When someone says something back to you, you kind of, it's okay. I can let go. See, you will get to that level one day if you continue practice a loving kindness. So number 4 is probably the most difficult. And one time I was giving the lecture on the loving kindness to a group of people. It's about 1 hour and we sit about 30 minutes. And at the end of the lecture, one of the lady came to me and she said, "Lumpy Narongshai, thank you for your lecture. I truly appreciate it. But one thing I cannot do. I understand the benefit of sharing loving kindness. It's good. It looks good, and I couldn't agree more. This is the best tool to help us live life much happier if we can forgive and forget others. But I have been holding my negative thought toward a man who hurt my feeling for years, and I cannot let go. Even though now I have come to you and learned from you, I still don't see how can I let go. I cannot share loving kindness to that man, and I don't think I can do that for the rest of my life." I said, "Wow, okay, this is difficult. Okay, share loving kindness to someone we love, no problem, because we love them. And now when it's come to share loving kindness to someone we don't like, and that's very difficult. But down the road, if you keep on practicing that, you not only you get the benefit of doing that, and that person also get benefit as well. Your mind can let go. Your mind can be free from hatred. Remember, this is called mental impurity. Hatred, we don't like someone, we hate someone. It doesn't do any good for your own mind. It doesn't do any good for the quality of your mind. This is something the Buddha suggests us to develop, to cultivate that. Okay? It's not easy, but it can be practiced. And the last step is to share loving kindness to every being, all the human beings from different countries, everyone in the world, in this existence, including all the animal as well. So we share loving kindness. We offer the same level of loving kindness to all beings in the world. So these are the 5 steps for you to practice. So take this information with you and see if you can practice all of these 5 levels when you meditate on loving kindness. So there is no antidote for anger besides loving kindness. So if you feel angry, you feel dislike something, remind yourself, well, okay, you know what? I'm gonna practice loving kindness. I'm gonna learn how to forgive, forget, and let go. Okay? All right. So I think it's a good time for today. It's almost 7 p.m. So if anybody have any question, feel free to ask, or you can share your experience. So I will be here to support you on this spiritual journey, on this mental development journey, 1 full year from now. So feel free to stop by either on Saturday session like this or Sunday session, which is tomorrow. Again, for Sunday session, it's a 45-minute sitting. It will be less talk, more towards sitting. And I like to keep the space at the end of that 45-minute session for you to share your experience and for you to ask questions. Hope I can answer all the questions and motivate you to continue practice meditation. Hope everyone have a good session today and find some inner peace inside yourself.